Yeah. Jaws of life. J-O-L. Only one Shyla. Yeah. First of all, there is only one Shyla, only one life, only one Epiphany Suite. Let's get it right. But we do have several rooms for y'all to come and kick it. Living, bedroom, office, man cave, to be specific, it's life. And we vow to keep it interesting. Laugh with you, give you the real, see it manifesting. Midweek, you made it through this day, this hump night. Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, we take flight. ATL Next 100 and funded. Two of the funniest. We survey the streets, it's what they wanted. Yeah. IBNX radio is the .com. Welcome to Epiphany Suite. A-Star, talk to 'em.
Here with y'all's life, it's a mood to survive. Only one Charlotte got the temperature right. Ain't nothing off limits, got the ear to the street. Hot topics now rocking with the Epiphany Suite, yup.
And it's Wednesday, right? Y'all already know what time it is. I hope everybody made it midweek. It's 2020, so we just don't know. But we hoping everybody made midweek. We know a few marriages didn't. We'll talk about that later. But welcome to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. I'm your host, Miss Shyla, and I'm so glad to see y'all since last week. Such a beautiful thing. I really appreciate y'all, spending a little time with me, with old country girl, But we have, as always, we have some guest co-hosts that are sitting in with us, and you all know I love supporting new businesses, especially black businesses. And don't ask me why do I support black business. That's like ask me why do I support my brother. What the hell? That's the type of time I'm on today. So let's go ahead and just get it out the way. That's how I feel today. So sitting in with me today, well, virtually sitting in with me from all the way in Florida, we have Yves and Kellen, the owners of Rebels and Stone. What's going on, fellas?
Not much. What's going on?
Thank y'all for joining me.
Things are good.
So y'all
thank you for the opportunity.
Are y'all in the way of the storms?
No, not us. No. And I'm actually, so Eves is in Fort Lauderdale. I'm actually here in Charlotte. So our operations are based out of Florida, but I live here in North Carolina.
Okay. I got you. Now we all, okay. So we in the rain. I'm in Atlanta, so we're in the rain right now. It's actually it's a good brown liquor night, to be honest with you. It's a really good
Okay.
night. It really is. It's, it had me running late. So we're going to get into what Rebels, it did. We're going to get into what Rebels and Stone is. If you've been following on social media, then you'll see I've been promoting them all day. So make sure that you follow them. Make sure that you support them. And by support, I mean pay. Meaning that order their products without asking for a discount. Okay? That's what we mean by that. So we're going to get into some music, and then when we come back, we always start off with birthdays. We always believe in celebrating life. It's so important, especially, again, in 2020, you have to celebrate life. So once we start off with that, and then we're going to get into the gentleman. Tonight, we're going to talk about a few marriages. Like I said, they didn't make it to Wednesday. A few marriages didn't. We're going to talk about Andrew, him and his wife, they had a situation. They talked about it with Cameron Hall. We have to talk about that. We have to talk about, also, I want to know why y'all, why the fellas going a little bit too hard on Cardi B. I done heard a few things, so we're going to talk about all of that. In addition, to talk about Rebels and Stone. So, we're going to take this quick music break, and we will be right back here on the Epiphany Suite on ATL's Next 100. We'll be right back.
I like this right here.
Happy
did it. If it's not, then I wasn't with it. Bad boy, stay committed. Whether hip hop or R&B, featuring Faith Evans, co-starring me. P. Diddy, you know I got the key to your city. Unlock the door, rock some more. Beats be lace, bad boy, heat the place. We run R&B too, cause we keep the faith. Giving the streets a taste, blaze the charts.
I remember.
In case you forgot, First Lady be making it hot. Ain't nobody taking the spot. Now I'm safe instead of pain. Coming through with a better grain. In the dash, cell phone, better range. Get the cash, stack paper for the whole 4 quarters. Damn, some things never change. You feel me? Yeah, let's make it dance. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
We can dance, DJ, just make the song. If you're in the hole, get what you want.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite, right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. I'm your host, Miss Shala, and that was a good way to get it started, because there for a minute I told you it felt like a brown liquor night in the A. So that was Faith Evans. And joining me tonight are the owners of Rebels and Stone. Make sure that I say that correctly. And it is Yves and Kellen. Make sure that I pronounce that right. You know, I got a little southern twang. Gentlemen, did I pronounce that right?
You don't
right.
pronounce
I don't know.
Just Eve, like Christmas.
Like Eve. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. You know, we can't shorten names. That'll make you do that in corporate. We don't do that around these parts. We call it like we see it, like it's supposed to be said.
I appreciate that.
You know, you have to do that. I have to, you know, that's another show for another day. But let's get started with some birthdays. Believe it or not, some people on here I was really surprised by. And I don't know if that's making me, I don't know if I'm telling my age or what, but it's all right, though. They celebrated birthday, so we're going to go with it. Let's get into it. We have, once I pull up my screen, Flo Rida is celebrating a birthday this week. Yeah, actually, I believe he's into his 40s. I didn't even know. I didn't know. I don't know. You know, I think it's the Kroger commercial that's throwing me off. Have you seen the Kroger commercial where they little cartoon is dropping it low, low, low? Yeah, that's throwing me off. So I was like, you know. Talk show host Tamron Hall is celebrating a birthday. Malik Yoba, well known for New York Undercover, which later on, you know, we found out he was on him. He really wasn't undercover, but he's in here, you know. Also for Empire, we also seen him on Girlfriends. But happy birthday, Malik Yoba. BB Winans of BB and CC Winans, he's celebrating a birthday. None other than Doug E. Fresh. The best, one of the best, hip-hop legend. Doug E. Fresh is celebrating a birthday. Vinny from Naughty by Nature. Gospel singer Jonathan McReynolds is celebrating a birthday. Holly Robinson Pete from, I think she's best known for Me and Mr. Cooper. She's celebrating a birthday. Jada Pinkett Smith. Y'all left Jada alone since the entanglement? I don't know why y'all gave Jada a hard time about her entanglement, because a lot of y'all been entangling since entanglement been entangled, okay? You might, whether you knew it or not, you was in the entanglement. And then also we have Ricky Bell of Bell Biv DeVoe. These dudes, if it had not been for Corona, these dudes are still touring, selling out and everything else. That's how long they've been in the game. Bell Biv DeVoe, New Edition. So Ricky Bell, happy birthday. And also we have Aisha Tyler. And last but not least, Exhibit. Where is Exhibit at? Last time I said he was pimping the ride, and after he pimped the last ride, he no more pimping since been pimping. Where you go? I don't know. Johnny, where is Exhibit?
I don't know, but I need my ride pimp.
Huh? You need your ride pimp?
Yeah.
You gonna have to go over there to the detail shop, because I don't think he's pimping no more rides. I don't know. And I wondered, did those cars even hold up after getting pimped the way that they did? Or did they? And on top of some of those cars, like they from the hood, so
some of those cars you can't even drive for real.
You can't drive them.
Out, like hydraulics.
Yeah, and if you did, like I said, some of those cars came from the hood.
And they got hood mentality in the car. So
you know what I mean? And I, not saying I'm opposed to the hood. I'll go to the hood, but also certain cars I'm not taking.
Back to the original home.
It's
still with me in the suburbs now.
Yeah, it's gonna stay. Yeah. So, but happy birthday to everyone. And if you are celebrating a birthday this week, congratulations on making another trip around the sun. Despite what might have happened to you up until this point, you are blessed because you made it up through this point. All right. So we're gonna get into some music. When we come back, we're going to talk to the gentleman, because I want to hear. This is a good night for you fellas to be on, because I have a lot of questions and concerns to talk to the fellas tonight. So I am so glad the Rebels and the Stones are in the building. Rebels and Stones. Yeah, because I have questions. So when we come back, first up, Andrew went on and he explained some things. And,
Well, before we go to break, let's put in the room that both me and Keith went to FAMU, so that's our FAMU brothers. So we're gonna have interesting conversations around that.
Yes, we have to. We have to. And I think most people are gonna be surprised by what I say about the situation, but we're gonna get into it, because again, I have questions I want to know, but also want to be sensitive to the situation, because this is a person's life. But Andrew. Cause we have to call a spade, so we're gonna be sensitive to you, but we're gonna be honest with you, all right? So we will be right back. It is the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100. We'll be back. see what I did right there? Welcome back to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100. I'm your girl, Miss Shala. And that was the great one, Dougie Fresh and Freaks. All right. Sitting in with me tonight are the owners of Rebels and Stone. Make sure that I say that correctly.
Absolutely.
Yves and Kellen. Did I do it right that time, gentlemen?
You're close.
You're close. You're
I'm
close.
close.
All good. Kellen and Eves.
Eves.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you introduce yourself because I'm going to mess that up. And I'm going to feel bad that I messed up what your mom and daddy did. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to get, I don't want to do that. I don't want, so I'll probably just let you introduce yourself because I thought I had it right. I was practicing doing the break and everything.
You practiced all throughout that song. It came in there.
Well, not all throughout the song. It was got in between. When that part came in, that bloop, 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 I had to get in on that. But in between that, yes, I was
And I
practicing.
can vouch for Miss Shala. She was practicing.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I just, with that one part that came on. But let's get into it. So since we have some FAMU men here on the line,
Yeah.
one of the best homecomings I've ever been to, I must admit. If y'all see me on anything, it's not me. From back in the day when the set was popping.
You
and
knew it was exciting.
right when Spodioti Dopalicious came out, it was a good
Oh,
time.
okay. Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
But we had Florida Democrat Andrew Gillum, sat down with Tamron Hall and went on to discuss per se, and I hate to say it like this, but what a lot of people would describe as his fall from grace, getting caught up in the scandal in the hotel and pictures and everything like that with the male escort. He stated that he went on to explain to Tamron that a lot of people were asking, was he gay? He said that he identifies as bisexual. He went on to state that his wife knew that, and she was fully aware of it. And then they even spoke with her. She was talking about the responsibility that he was going through in his political career. He let's be very honest, of this man's accomplishments in Florida, one of the most important states when it comes to government. He did some phenomenal things, and he barely, let's be clear, he barely lost. Barely. We're talking about less than 1%. But they went on to discuss, the issues from his father being an alcoholic, that he was turning to alcoholism, and that just from the mere pressure of doing the day-to-day, and even when he wasn't running, people were still calling upon him, so it was just got to be too much. And then he got into the drinking, the drugs, and later on we all seen the pictures where he was with the male escort, and just, and no, you will not see the picture on any of my social media outlets. I won't do that. I just, because at the end of the day, let's be honest, hell, we could, if I go the wrong way, somebody could find a picture of me, and we don't need them type problems. So who am I to then do that to someone else? So I just won't do that. But we do have to discuss it. One, I will say kudos to him for sitting down with another, with a black media outlet, because a lot of times we get overlooked in situations like this when it's time to break the story. They will go to other outlets. So for that right there, that alone. And I think Tamron Hall did a phenomenal job in being honest about how she felt and her concern and what her thoughts were, and still being sensitive to the situation. So, gentlemen, as you all stated, you are FAMU. That's your FAMU brother. What were your thoughts? And did you watch the interview? If you didn't watch the interview, then what were your thoughts on the whole situation? Either one can go first.
You want to take that first, Eve? Or?
The thing is, I did have whole situation.
Say it one more time. You're breaking up a little bit, sweetheart.
No, I said I didn't get a chance to watch.
Okay.
Sound bites.
It's still.
I can't really give an honor.
Okay, so you still broke up.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and jump in there. So a lot of history between me and Andrew. He came on the yard in '98. I came on in '99. We both went up for SGA leadership in '99. He prevailed, became the SGA president. So you're talking about a person that I can I can remember sitting on the set and dreaming about the opportunities that he was actually given. So from that perspective, there's a lot of respect I have for him in getting to the level that he got. But ultimately, to whom much is given, there's a great deal that is expected.
Absolutely.
So from that perspective, I think you do have to govern your actions accordingly. That's one. And as a recent father, I have a 21-month-old son. So, you know, when I heard the initial news, the first thing I thought about were the kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's the first thing, like out the gate. Like, here we go, someone doing something that directly impacts the lifestyle and reality of his family. So, you know, that's where a lot of my concern still lies, because even in that interview, a man's sexual orientation or how he chooses to explore that has nothing to do with a political view or the way in which I would value his ability to lead any organization, nonetheless a state or county. But when you don't put your family first and put that at the forefront of the most important thing that you can actually share with those who are supporting you, I felt like he missed an opportunity to kind of make that the focus point. Yeah.
I think I do believe, I'll say this, I believe he was set up. I really do.
Okay.
I believe someone found where that weakness was, as you stated, because he found the weakness where that was taken over as far as responsibility of him as a husband and as a father first, and then as a husband. Someone found that, knew about that, and decided to take advantage of that. I do believe this is a lesson for all of us, to be careful who is in your circle, to be careful who is around you, who knows what. I say this all the time. I don't fool with people who don't have nothing to lose. I'm very picky about that. I'm very, very picky about who I'm associated with. You need to have something to lose, so you understand if I move a certain type of way, you'll understand why. I don't have to explain it. So a lot of people that are close to me, they have something to lose. It's in all of our interest to govern ourselves accordingly. But in the same token, there is a responsibility that I have to them and they have to me to check me when I need to be checked. To say, Shala, you're doing a little bit too much, slow your roll home, girl, or that's not the move to make. So, because someone else knew that he was doing, you know, he was creeping off.
Absolutely.
And I think that, so let me put it like this: morally, as far as being a husband and a father, he didn't take care of business the way he should have. As far as being a leader, that could have happened to anyone. To be honest, that could have happened to anyone. It is not easy carrying a crown, baby. It is not. So I commend him for just saying, you know what, we're going to face it head on. This is what it is. I have great respect for I'm on the fence with his wife, because I don't know, me personally, the way I'm built, the way in my Leo spirit.
Right.
In my Leo spirit, I don't know, Lord. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm a little bit old school. With, you know, everybody's now sexually fluid and everything like that. I don't know if I could have. However, I tip my hat off to her to make the decision to stand beside him for whatever reason. Because, again, that's not easy, because it wasn't just him that went through that. It was her as well. So,
right. But I think the thing that we also have to remember, too, is as a leader, we oftentimes want to talk about what it looks like when you're leading. But in order to truly lead, you have to be extremely sacrificial.
Yes.
Meaning all of your desires, all of the things that you may have as top of mind in the moment of your personal time, you have to always consider how that may compromise you professionally.
Yes.
So, you know, I can understand it can happen to anyone, but as a person who's led institutions myself, there's a certain onus and responsibility that I have to take when I get up in the morning that affords me to lay my head down later that night with no concerns, with an upstanding reputation. And all of that deals with my actions, not the ability for someone to catch me at a moment of vulnerability or weakness.
Yes, that is very true. But I also know what I won't be running for. So I already know that I can't do. No, it's no need of me doing that because I'm gonna be honest with you. I automatically know political office is not the place for me because all that politeness and everything like that. Once you get me to a certain level of positivity, I'm gonna cuss you out. I don't have time, or a gentleman yields your time and I reserve my time and I'm reclaiming my time. Like, no, I'm finna tell you, if you don't shut the hell up and let me finish my sentence. So you understand, I know my calling. I know my I know my calling.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, but one of the things that was very interesting to me is that, and I want to be very fair in this. Last week, when everyone seen that Niecy Nash married a woman, her third marriage, first two marriages were to men, and the third marriage was to a woman. And everybody was confused. Because Niecy was telling us how to keep our man. We need to, slob on the knob or whatever.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
So, that was my problem. Like, how you gonna, what you telling me for? You was slobbing, but it wasn't on no knob, However, that's what she was telling us. So, and then, pop up in there. So, she was not accused of being down low. Whereas with Andrew, he really was saying, it was really a whole like, oh, he was on the down low, this, that, and the other. Why do you all think, and either one of you can take this, why do you all think that people are a lot harder on him when it came to, because let's be honest, in 2020, there is no need to be down low. As long as you are not with children. You can,
but there's a double-edged sword there, though, because if you think about how media has socialized female interactions with other females as this desired moment that not only women have but men have, it's not the same when you think about a man. Like, a guy going out there and being, in a relationship with another man, it doesn't have that same flair or umph to it. But
it don't sit well with people's spirit.
It don't. But on top of that, if you look at a music video, you have women dancing on women and kissing on women. It's like we socialize it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Which I don't understand that either. And don't get me wrong, I've seen a lot of beautiful women, a lot of pretty women, but don't dance on me. Go on somewhere. No, that's not my thing. That's not my zhuzh. I don't need to feel no door knockers on my back. I got some on my front, so I don't need all that. But to each his own.
Right.
To each his own.
Right. And you'll have women go out to a club and only dance with women the entire night, and that's acceptable. Like that's what they went out to do. Girl, I came out to dance with you. We're gonna dance together. I'm not gonna be dancing with another guy. So.
Oh, you told me something right there, because no. Yeah, no. When I did go out, now I'm a little bit more sophisticated. So I go and I sit and I don't drink, I sip, So now I go sit to the cigar lounge in the corner and just bob my head and do a little two-step, get up and sit right back down. Because my shoes are cute and my feet hurt and I don't want anybody to know what's going on. So that's what I do now. But I'll be honest, I think that my thing when it comes to the whole Niecy Nash situation, I'm glad that she did do the article and explained everything, because it was too many questions in there. It really was too many questions. It almost gave the narrative that sexuality sometimes was a choice. And that's a lot of times what a lot of people from the LGBT community deal with, and it was really, not fair to them. So, but I will say this I will say, that a person's sexuality, a person's religion, I do not think that they have any bearings, especially considering what is sitting up at 16 Pennsylvania Avenue right now. I don't think that has any bearing on their leadership abilities. And I want to be very clear, is that I do not, and I say this all the time, do not let the flaws of a person's humanity cause you to doubt their divinity. cause you to doubt the divine calling on their life. Don't ever do that. You can't do that. We're flesh. We make mistakes. Does that change the assignment that the Creator has for us? Absolutely not. It does not. But it is something that we have to deal with. We all have that. Whether it is, whether it is drinking in this case, whether it was sexuality that he, was not ready for anyone to know. We all have some type of demon, but that does not, again, don't ever count a person out. Never, ever do that. And be careful who you count out, because the person that you count out may have the ass you need to kiss later. So be careful of that, all right?
Good point.
You know what I mean? That's a good point.
Yeah, and actually, if we were all judged by our sexual interactions, imagine what people would think about us over our sexuality. Like whenever you started.
They would think I was a whole angel over here. They would think I was a whole wholesome angel. A whole wholesome angel. You got to put the wholesome on there with
an extra pair of wings.
Yeah, with the W on there. Yeah, they would think I was just as wholesome and perfect and angelic. That's what they would think if they would look at any indiscretions that they would not find. Thank God cell phones wasn't around back in my partying day.
Absolutely. There you go.
So we're going to get into some more music, and then when we come back, I want to hear from you all about Rebels and Stone. I love the name. I think it's super dope, but we need to tell the people what it is, how you all came up with that. So we're going to go ahead and get into that when we get back. And if you're just now tuning in, get comfortable. Get comfortable. We have a lot more in store because, again, I got men on the line, so I'm talking. I'm asking questions. I want to know what it is and what it do. And also, Kelly, I'm sorry, I don't think I got a chance to say congratulations on the baby. Congratulations. We love that.
Thank you.
Love going on in your loins.
Yeah. No, I waited, but it was the best experience ever. I couldn't ask for more.
I'm trying to grow some plants right now, so that's that's where we at with.
I can help with that too. Yeah.
With the plants, they alive. They lived through the COVID, so they alive. They alive. We're gonna get ahead and hop into some music. When we come back, we're gonna talk to the gentleman about Rebels and Stone right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. Welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. I'm your host, Miss Shala, and we got a little feedback. Just a little bit. Oh, okay. All right. Well, as I do, like me. I don't want to hear me. Not like that. But welcome back. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. And we have the gentleman from Rebels and Stone sitting in with us tonight. I'm going to let them introduce themselves so I can make sure, because I have messed up this man's name, and I don't want zero problems. Because I thought I had it right. I didn't. So just to be on the safe side, because I want you all to know who these gentlemen are and make sure we put some respect on their name, as they say. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So go ahead, gentlemen. Introduce yourselves. Are they there?
Eves Lewis.
Yeah, we're here. Go ahead.
Eves Lewis. Did I say it right that time?
Yeah, you got it right that time.
Eves Lewis. Okay. Eves Lewis. Do I know you?
Yes, you do.
I do. Wait a minute, though. Before I ask this next question. In passing?
No.
Okay, then don't say nothing
You
else
don't
until after the break. Okay, just
All right.
ain't had no self-incrimination. just wait a minute now.
She's trying to cover all tracks. Listen, don't say anything on air. When that music starts, you can actually talk about that affiliation.
Yeah, as of right now, we're going to say, in pass. I know the name sounds familiar, and, so we do know, and I do know I don't have any children, so I don't have to put you on child support. So those bases are covered. So that part is good. Now, anything else might be a little self-incriminating. We just have to make sure that we don't do anything. But we're going to, for right now, for the purpose of being on the air, yes, I do know Mr. Lewis. There we go. And who else do we have joining us tonight? Did I lose Kellen? Did we lose him? Okay, so we'll come back. Right now, we're going to stick with, I'm going to try this again, with Mr. Lewis. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to, so that we don't mess up anything. All right. So, when Kellen comes back on the line, let me know so he can introduce himself as well. But let's start with Mr. Lewis. Tell us all about you.
All right. Well, I'm an undergrad at FAMU. Nova. And after Helen and I realized corporate America is so that's where we just rebel.
Okay, so I caught a little bit of that. I do know we know FAMU and then you and
I lost connection for a minute, so
okay.
I'm just tapping back in.
Okay, so got Mr. Lewis, and Mr. Lewis says I do know him.
Okay.
We've clarified since I don't have any children. He in the clear that part is covered. So Kellen, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, and then we'll try. I'm having a little bit hard time hearing Mr. Lewis, so we might have to.
Okay.
We'll get through it no matter what. So Kellen, go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Awesome. Kellen Nixon. I'm the other half of Rebels and Stone. How far did you get into the narrative of the brand?
I know you all went to FAMU, and I know you and him connected to make Rebels and Stone, but we are not. What is Rebels and Stone? Let's start there.
Okay. So let's start there. So the name came about just based on the nature of both of our stories. I'm originally from a place that most people don't come out. Eves is historically aligned with stories of people who definitely don't go out and accomplish the things that he's accomplished. So a lot of what we had to do to even get to where we are being on this show is rebel, right? Rebel from the idea of what it meant to be African American and in which
so he went out. I can't.
Am I breaking up? You can still hear me?
Now I can hear you, but yeah, you broke up there for a minute. So no, I can't hear him. So I tell you what, gentlemen, let's go ahead. We're gonna take a quick break. Let us reset this because I want to make sure we get everything. I have no, at least I prefer to get it right than not, or we don't do it at all. That's how we roll. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick another music break, and when we come back, we're just gonna, like I said, I just want to reset everything and make sure we setting right and everything is right, so we can make sure we hear their story, so we make sure that we know the brand that we're supporting. Okay, so we'll be right back.
Okay.
We have a little technical difficulties. We'll be right back. It's the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio.
Sun and water while fishing. Bust the move in this word. Serve words with nerve embedded. I said it word. Damn, you nerd, man, you heard. Coming from the talent, illy and alleys are full of Phillies and rallies. Suckers get silly and Sally. Them fountain alleys and rally. Really? So here we go. Now holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me. Flow. Never mixing with tricking brothers, bitching over fixins that ain't fitting to be hitting for nothing. Spitting things is bitten and getting written off. You're like a bad flatter, boy, you're pissing me off. Boy, you even started. So what? So long. See you fly by my try. How else could I say it when you play it? Try boom, bye bye, bye bye. Here we go now. Holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go now. Holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. The flow pro poetical with skills only a better. Know where's the way to flow that's on point like Sesamo's manhandling new crews. Partying with the zoo crew. Looking for the pink and poo-poos. I thought you knew two stone styles of stamina jamming. And while we're planning the jam, we bust with a party amateur damages, managing damaging mice, men, and even mannequins. You're a fan again. Now I wanna know who's the man again. Naughty's back like vertebrae. Word to hey I ho. The way I show you pray I flow. Steady breaking to the boogie, so bang time to slang bang and watch all the poo tag tags. Here we go now. Holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go now. Holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Playing K, you break the body of a beat, the break into boogie. Firm and fully chase bass lines like bullies. All we wanna know is if your body wanna party. It's the poop tang for everybody. So hip up and split up, get up, your wit up, souped up, put your dukes up, no guts set up, but sit up, flip up, watch us rip up, shake shows until they fizz up, rizz up, like you're with us. If not, zip up your lip up, whip up. Hits with ransom, foul styles get in once we came back 'cause we heard hip hop needed another anthem. Black like Noah, in fact, in for ya. And we was back in the days with the drifters, we'd have been known as the flowers. Revenue since the 70s, find me. So we went crazy in the 80s, so we won't kiss heinies in the 90s. Oops, the naughties, troops in sections of 40. So clap your hands and hold your shorty, I'm naughty. Here we go now, holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go now, holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go now, holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow. Here we go now, holla if you hear me though. Come and feel me flow.
And welcome back. We did a little reset. Now we should be good. And to my understanding, we have Kellen on the line, right? We have you, Kellen?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you coming in nice and clear now. Like I said, I just prefer to do it right so that we can make sure we won't have any problems or anything like that. So before the break, we were talking about where Rebels in Stone, the name came from. And you were telling us if you could go ahead and just, I know you said it before, but again, I want to make sure that our listeners hear it. So can you tell them the story behind that?
Yeah, so basically the Rebels part came from the lifestyle that we were living prior to meeting at Florida A&M. coming from a place where very few people get an opportunity to go out and do the things that I've had a chance to do. A lot of it was rebelling from the norm, rebelling from the idea that the only thing I could do is go and get a job after high school versus go and, receive a higher education. I'm being the same now.
Okay, and so what exactly is, now we know the name behind it, what exactly is the brand? Is clothing? Is it, what exactly is it?
Well, Charlotte.
Hey, Mr. Lewis.
So basically, part of the name Rebel, right?
Okay.
So we went to school, undergrad, got our master's degree. We did what society told us to do, and we realized that's not becoming wealthy, working for somebody.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Right, there you go to school. Now you're in debt. Out of grad school, debt by something like that. Depending on what you. So you get the workforce in debt. But in reality, so the first part of decided to get our own in order to some type of wealth because of rat races. That's how we felt. I mean, we did everything we could, and we were still broke.
Yep.
So first part is and the second part is creating for your wealth.
Okay, you said the second part. Say that one more time. You went out again. I'm sorry. Say the second part is what?
So the stones part, in your own stepping stone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Your own wealth and health.
Okay. So
So
we
that's
got the
what
rebel
it is.
part. We got the stone part. All good. That's dope. I like
Right.
that. I like that.
there's
So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying so there is a meaning.
I like it. It make now that both of you have explained it. Then yes, it makes sense. I'm that part I like. So you got my support on that one. And so, what products does the company feature? Does the company create? Tell us about that.
All right, so we smoking session. So we start off stash jars, grinders. So with our it's sealed and scent proof. Whatever you want it fresh. If you put it in our stash jar.
So it broke up. So I want to say what I did here, and then Kellen, feel free to hop in and fill in the blanks or whatever I may have missed. So I just want to repeat it back so we make sure that we let all the people know what all the products are. So I think I heard grinder. Did I hear that?
Yep. Stash jars, grinders.
Stash jars. What's a stash jar?
So basically, it's storage for your bud, right? So like oftentimes, from back in the day, people would use plastic bags or something that's really porous that allows you to lose a lot of the THC and elements of the bud that you want to maintain. So your stash jar is how you actually preserve your bud.
Oh, okay. And then, so basically, this makes sure that your cannabis stay fresh.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah. And on top of that too, when you're say if you're in transit, you don't want to put it in a plastic bag and all of a sudden now your car smells like a bomb. Versus being able to seal it off, keep it fresh, and also kind of remove the scent from whatever environment you're in.
Okay. And you definitely, especially we don't need anybody getting stopped. It's not too good on the home front for us getting stopped right now. So let's just call it what it is. We don't
Correct.
Zero problems with you, big boy. at all. We don't want zero problems. It's not good. Which hell, the way it's going now, even if you get, you don't even have to get stopped. You have to be black. But we'll talk about that later. So I don't get all the way back in my black girl feelings. So so we have stash jars, we have grinders. What else do you all have? Because I went to the website, I seen some pretty dope stuff. So what else do you have?
Yeah,
We also have
rolling trays. Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
And then I don't know if you talked about the. Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. And I don't know if you were breaking up or not, but the apparel. Did you talk about the apparel up front?
No, not yet. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, so we have the smoker accessories, but we also started as an apparel company. So it was really about T-shirts and like different accessories and things that you could actually kind of like the jacket I'm wearing. Buttons and different things like that to accessorize your jackets or other clothing items. So that's where we started, and then we moved into the area of kind of cannabis products or accessories per se, because of just really the lifestyle that we were all living, right? We began to experiment and engage, and it just made sense for us to take that element of apparel into the cannabis.
And that's a good industry to go into. That's a very, very lucrative. Not that I partake, but I do follow money. Last year, the state of California owned it, and they said this was a slow year. $3 billion.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like I said, I don't partake. I might have had a cookie every once in a while, but, I do follow money. I might not speak Italian.
And the thing that you also want to think about is all the undocumented income, right? Because you still got a street movement of marijuana going on. So if you put that $3 billion documented with what people are still hustling in the streets and making a living off of, now you're talking $10 to $15 billion worth of revenue and income coming in and out of the state of California.
And our good friend, vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris, want to let that work in. She suggests to go, and which it should. I'm gonna be honest. There's no way that marijuana should carry the same charge as cocaine. No way at all. No, that makes zero sense. If you get caught sending marijuana in the mail, it is a class 1 felony. The same as cocaine, and there's no way. So what I say, VP Harris, do your thing, girl. And I seen you rocking them Timbs. Do your thing. Gonna let that work in. So, I noticed you all there is a on your logo. There is a bee. Is that a bee or a moth?
Absolutely,
it's a bee.
It's a bumblebee. It's a bumblebee.
Okay, why did you all choose the bumblebee?
Historically, or just scientifically, I'm in the science.
Okay.
Bumblebees are not supposed to be able to fly based on body weight and aerodynamics.
Okay.
If you look at its wingspan, due to its body mass, it should not be able to fly. But it doesn't know that, so it flies every day. Right? So like sometimes you can get so caught up in the definition of the way things are that it kills your physical ability to go above and beyond the way in which people have defined you.
Let me ask y'all this. Y'all can go. If y'all don't want to tell me, y'all don't have to. So when y'all came up with this, a lot of this stuff right here, was y'all partaking in some refreshment?
No.
This sounds like some in-depth stuff, like a bee should not fly, but it can.
No, you should join some of our conversations.
Yeah, I will. You know I will.
Go ahead, Vivo.
But like science, the amount of pollen that a bee that it carries on it, on the body, it's not supposed to fly. So it's going to get as it's supposed to do. So like a plane, it's not supposed to fly with it has the way it has to be distributed properly. It can't be and the bee defines all out. So again, it's rebellion. the world says it's supposed to. That's really the symbol.
I love it. I love the thought process that you all put behind it. I really do, and because that is true. A lot of times, especially when it comes to young black men such as yourselves, the expectation, is how can I put this in?
We're not expected to.
The expectation is so low, but the requirements are so high. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so it's almost as though you don't expect me to do anything, but that I do, you expect me to go 410%. Makes no damn sense whatsoever. So I do like that. And how long have you all been in business?
So, Kel, you want to start with the original?
So, October the 11th. What'd you say?
Let's start with the original.
Start with the original, says October.
The brand started October 11, 2012. So 10, 11, 12 is our numbers. And then we're coming up on 8 years as a brand.
Oh, the number 8, that's a beautiful number. It's a beautiful number.
Yeah, it is.
So y'all about
What's
to.
your number?
What is my number? My number, as far as my number, how I go, I'm a Leo, so I'm all 8. But my birthday is 818, like 818. So
okay.
You know, but when it comes to like 8, 7, and 8, and the new beginnings and the completeness, I'm a firm believer of that. I do believe the universe, the Creator, has designed everything to speak to us in a way. We just have to make sure we're paying attention. I think it all has purpose. It all works together. So I've been doing radio now, golly, I think 9 years. So, and each year you learn something different, whether it's about business, whether it's about myself. Where I'm at right now is I'm full steam. Like you can get in and get out my way. That's just where I'm at with it. The way I move now, I'm very unapologetic in it. Whereas before I was, trying to be respectful of, people where they were in life and this and other. But right now I'm just about, it's my time. It's my time.
Absolutely.
And I don't have it to procrastinate. I think procrastination is one of the things that pisses God off with us a lot of times, because we just automatically think, oh, you're going to get another day. You deserve another day. And that's just not the case. So that's my number where I'm at now. I'm on let's go number. If it's number 1, let's go on 1. If it's 2, let's go on 2. Let's go where the hell we going to go.
I love that.
That's exactly where I'm at. So, and with the show, what we do, like I said, is to then make sure that we highlight other businesses. We pour that into it, because I'm a firm believer of you get back what you plant. So if I can plant into you all's business, if I can get exposure to you all's business, then I constantly have that coming back to me. I constantly have, someone discovering me and everything like that. And then also, when I want to do other events, I can hit y'all up and be like, look, my event is dope, and here's this invoice so I can finance another one. Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
So how would someone follow you on social media, and how would they order some of your products?
So we're a web-based organization. So you definitely would have to go to the website, rebelsandstone.com, or follow us on our handle on Instagram, Rebel and Stone.
Okay.
So that's minus the S on the Rebel for that.
There is an S.
Okay. I'm looking. My bad. She made me question their own handle, but she took the S off. I'm like, did we take the S off our handle? What happened? But
I gave y'all fair warning how it could go. This is just a brown liquor night, but I'm trying to make it through. So if feel free to double check me. I try not for it to happen, but it can. So make sure that you go and you follow them and support them. And by support, I mean pay. That means order their products. Don't ask for discount. Order them in wholesale. Don't bootleg them. Do not bootleg them, okay? So make sure you definitely go and check them out.
And we are open to partnerships. So if people have brands that they feel like with a line of what you've heard tonight around Rebels and Stone, please hit us up. I think that's the way in which we describe it. Like, we have to be a little bit more collaborative among entrepreneurs to make the impact that ultimately we want to make. So we support partnerships in every way, shape, and form.
That's actually part of my gift. I can hook you up with that. Our guest last week, Bougie Vino, she actually was able to land sponsorship on Atlanta Cigar Week that is happening right now, which gained her exposure to over 4,000 people.
Oh wow, that's super dope.
Yeah, that I'm happy to help with. I will tag you. I will send you DMs like, no, hop on this. If it's somebody I think you need to connect with, I will do that all day long. I have no problem in that. I mean, because it doesn't cost me anything.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, like you just said, Mr. Lewis, do you have children?
Yes, I got 2.
You got 2, okay. And then, Kelly, you have. So I believe that it's never about us. We're already here, but the goal is always to make it so that our children, so that your children don't have obstacles that we had. If they do have obstacles, they're ones that we created. So we can do it a little bit differently versus someone else presenting that obstacle. So we have to make sure that is the goal. So as far as any brand partnerships, as you can hear, they said they are open to it. So make sure you reach out and connect. Again, you have two dope kings. So we want to make sure we connect kingdom. This is what we call kingdom building, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and go take another quick break. And when we come back, fellas, I want to know why everybody's going so hard, because Cardi said, I'm out of here. She said, I'm out of here. She, said she's going to cut Offset off. All right? That's what she did, and I can't even be mad at her about that. I cannot be mad at her about that. We're going to talk about that. But also, we have some congratulations to give out. It's been some babies that have been born. And then our girl Naomi, we got to show her some love as well. So we will be right back after this quick little music break. It's the Epiphany Suite on IBNX Radio, ATL's Next 100. This is Miss Shala. You are locked in to IBNXradio.com. Don't even change it, because ain't nothing else on the internet anyway.
Yeah.
love? This your boy Jaws of Life, and you're listening to the Epiphany Suite every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 on ATL Next 100 on IBNXradio.com.
And that was Janelle Monáe. And no, Janelle, you are not a freak because you like to get down, because I do too. And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. I'm your host, Miss Shala. And sitting in with me are the gentlemen from Rebels and Stone. I said it right that time. Rebels and Stone.
Spot on.
And Mr. Lewis, I know where I know you from. It took me a minute, but it hit me. It's safe to say, I know you through your brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right then. All right, like I said, now it's safe to say. I was getting word there for me. I'm like, no, wait a minute. Let's talk about this. I can't be around here. That's how rumors get started. They get caught up. Next thing you know, I can't run for governor because I done got caught up in the mix.
You go. You go.
You know what I'm saying? Now folks trying to send me to something. I'll release these images if you don't give me this money, and then I got to be that one chick. Like, release the damn pictures then, so. I did it. And
She got a whole storyline already created.
You have to. Listen. When you get into this media, baby, the things that you will see, all the things that you will see, the things you will hear about, most of the time, by the time that you all hear it, we have been decided if we were going to let the news out or not. So you just learn. You have to be the whole narrative. I'm almost to the point where if I'm socializing, put the phone away. But I hadn't got there yet. So far, so good. Because, again, I hang with people who have something to lose. So,
I respect that.
They know, look, don't start none, won't be none. So before the break, we were talking about some things that we needed to go over. As far as, like I said, giving Cardi B a hard time. However, before we do that, we have to say congratulations to Naomi Oxana. Say her last name. God, I can't get nobody's name right tonight. I should have went ahead and had the brown liquor if I knew I was going to act like this. Thank you. Just fix it for me. Thank you. But congratulations to her. Yeah, she carried herself with such... I love millennials for this reason. She displayed 7 names of 7 victims of police brutality. And when the reporter went to say, what was the message you were trying to display, with grace, she said, what message did you get from it? And I kudos to her. Kudos definitely to her. She's handled herself so well. I think for her to come behind Serena and Venus, I couldn't think of anybody more perfect to do that. So we definitely want to say congratulations on her winning her second U.S. Open. And to the people who don't like it, Black Lives Matter. And she won and she said it. There it is. Boom. At this point, this is what y'all have to learn. Don't nobody care that y'all don't like people. We don't care. We don't. Y'all be all right. What do you used to tell us? If you don't like it, leave this country. If you don't like it, take your ass back, cross that water, Czechoslovakia, wherever the hell you came from, your people came from. That's what we're going to say. And we want to give congratulations to Idris Elba and his wife. They just gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, LaToya Luckett, and her husband, Tommy. They also gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Last week, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, they gave birth to a beautiful baby girl and even had the one and only Miss Erykah Badu as the doula. That baby for me, all types of incense, sensitive, spiritual. That baby aligned with the moon, the sun, and the stars. I'm going to talk to the baby because she's going to be able to tell my future. So we wanted to get that out of the way. And then also, congratulations are in order for Miss Gladys Knight and also Miss Patti LaBelle on their verses. We called it, the old school, we called it the Battle of the Aunties. I had a phenomenal time. You know, did you watch the verses? I didn't have one over the other. I'll be honest, like, okay. When it comes to that, verses for me is like the best family reunion ever. I was gonna give it to Patty, like, you know, Patty, but then when Gladys came through with the strong vocals at 77, flies here. I just couldn't. It was just for the culture.
She had an element, though.
She had what?
An element that no one discussed. She had an element in that whole thing. You know, she had just came off the residency in Las Vegas.
Oh, that
so she's been performing now for like 6 or 8 months. So she was in performance mode.
Well, she knocked it out. I will say this: after watching these two ladies, both in their 70s, it made me go back and review the Monica and Brandy verses. And y'all not gonna like me saying this, but Monica, you didn't want to sing them songs live. Some may say you're a little lazy, you know, because if these women who've been doing it way longer, and technically if they didn't even have to sing live, they didn't have to.
But would you say that expectation was on one over the other? I think people wanted to hear Monica sing live, and was kind of cool with Brandy in the background. So I feel like they put a lot of pressure on because she could sing, and I can't say the same for Brandy with some of those tunes. So I don't know.
I think it was one. It was just a weird energy with them, in which if y'all caught it, Auntie Gladys said it. She said, "Y'all fix it, keep working on it," so we know it's not resolved. And I think they just wanted Monica to seem like she had a little bit more fun with it. She didn't loosen up until the end. Because at the end of the day, Brandy is for, you know, Brandy's music is more so when I was growing up. Like if to go to a Brandy concert now, she comes talking about, "You my best friend." I'm like, "Girl, I'm finna go to the bathroom. What would I do? What?" Or, you know, "I want to be down with what?" I need to know what that entails. Because, you know, when I growing up talking about I want to be down, that was something different. Now you tell me, I'm saying, okay, when you say down, what are your taxes like? What, you know, 401k, how's everything set up? Because when you say I want to be down, I'm not going to Titanic down with you. We need to know because we're adults. Whereas Monica, you know, you had to grow up a little bit. She, you know, did the sideline hoe. She did the get down, but not the first night, which someone was lying about that. You got down the first, second, and third night, but that's what you decided to do. Long as it's consensual, we not here to judge. You know what I'm saying? You know, we you know, some of you got down on the first night and you enjoyed it, so just own it. So I just think that we really want to see them just belt it out, because you like to hear singers sing. You know what I mean? Like you just want to hear them just sing. Like Patty got up there, and And can we all agree right now, on September 16th, 2020, that Patti LaBelle is the inspiration behind the Millie Rock? Can we say that? That's the inspiration behind the... That's the inspiration. Thank you. Johnny, don't act like that. See, that's why I don't like y'all young people. That's the bullshit that's the mess I'm talking about. See? Got him. Yeah, no, it would be no Millie Rock. Y'all need to go back and look at Patti's performance. There will be no Millie Rock, no none of that. No, without Patti. Go check it. Go check it out. So let's say that. Who are you gentlemen rooting for? Did you have a preference?
I didn't have a
preference because I was. Go ahead, Evo.
No, I just want to see a good verse.
So have y'all watched all the verses? If you have, so who's been your favorite? I'll start with you, Mr. Lewis. Who's been your favorite verses?
I did catch the Monica and Brandy.
Okay.
I watched.
Go back and watch. I would say the T-Pain and Lil Jon, that one was fun. That one was fun because both of the rooms that they were in looked like full-on clubs. And And then Kellen, have you watched all the verses? If you have, which has been your favorite? What has been your favorite?
I think I would probably say the Lil Jon T. Payment, you got to give it the Chains and Ross. They were.
I was good till Ross come pulling out the boobs. I was good, But what I did enjoy about the 2 Chainz and Rick Ross, baby, when the strippers came out with the face masks, I was like, man, let me get them an extra $5 because I know it ain't easy stripping with them face masks on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a talented chick to strip and to protect yourself against the COVID-19. I'm all for it. I mean, I got to go ahead and give them their props on that. So I'm excited to see who is next on Versus. I'm looking forward to it. But in the meantime, when talking about battling, talk about battling. Ray J filed for divorce from his wife and is seeking full custody from Princess Love. Princess comes back to say, I've been ready to go since the first time I filed. One, who didn't see that coming? Anytime, I'm a firm believer, if I got to make you marry me, we already off to a bad start. If you don't want to, we have to get away from, we have kids together, we've been together this long, and we have to get married. That is complete and utter foolishness. So y'all, I know y'all gonna DM me, say I've always taken the side of the fellas. It's not that. I just think a lot of time there are a lot of situations in which women get caught up in our feelings and create a mess where there doesn't have to be. We have a sense of, I've been there, I did this, and you just automatically think loyalty is not love. They're not the same thing. And the vagina is not a brain. It's not supposed to make decisions. When we cross these things up, that's when you get disaster. That's how I feel about it. What do you gentlemen think about that? Yeah, I just don't. We tend to, no, we can't do that. So, and then we found out Cardi B went down to Fulton County, which is right here in the ATL, and she said Offset is, she turned him off. She is done. Later reports came out to find out that Offset had been accused of infidelity and a baby is on the way. And then TMZ later released a video of Summer Bunny, which, all right, let me start right here. This, I just told y'all, fellas, stop messing with somebody who don't have anything to lose. If you mess with somebody and only everything they have is to gain off of you, off of your downfall, walk away. That's not worth it. It's not. So Summer Bunny said, and I couldn't even watch the whole thing. Summer Bunny said, I didn't know their marriage was that serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not condone, I would never, ever, I don't believe in being disrespectful, but I do believe in adjectives to describe characteristics. And that is trickery at its finest. I did not know their marriage was that serious. You trick. How could you do that? And that's because I'll get in trouble if I say anymore. But gentlemen, how do you all feel about Cardi B said nope? Because a lot of men are saying Cardi B does not have the right to divorce him because she was not wife material. So, Kellen, what is wife material? What do y'all mean by that?
It's an opinionated.
Okay, say it one more time. You broke up, sweetheart. I think he froze. Mr. Lewis, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Kellen froze up on us, but what do y'all mean? What do men mean when they say wife material, or they say that Cardi B was not wife material? In your opinion?
Well, I mean, because a man, and song both are not, but her defense forward, it's somebody to do those things. So now it comes to like, what's your preference? Does that matter to you as a man? You know, wife material depends on the individual and what you consider wife material, because everybody. So some men may not. They're the cooker. Some wife doesn't clean because they like to cook. So it really depends on the individual.
I agree. I think it depends on what works for your relationship, because let's be honest, the typical gender roles will mess you up, especially in 2020. It will mess you up. Let me tell you something. If the man is the better cook, do not let that wife go in there and mess up all the food, because now we got a money problem because we throwing away food. If he's the better cook, he's the better cook. Don't slip into those roles. And then a lot of men were stating that, referring back to the whole WAP song. First of all, it's a song. We all know half of the rappers that are rapping, the stuff that they're saying is flat out not true. It is flat out not true. You want to know why it's not true? Because they just talk about stuff that sells. Because a lot of these rappers, I'm not going to say half, I don't know the amount or the percentage, but a lot of these rappers who are saying, bitch this and bitch that, you don't need, you can identify with, Lil Murder from P Valley, and that's where we'll leave that at, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take another quick break, and we come back. Hopefully we can get the gentlemen both back on the line. If not, it'll be us, and we will rock it out. Either way, we're going to get through the night. Thank you all so much. I see your comments. No, the vagina is not a brain. Yeah, the vagina is not a brain, and loyalty is not love. They're two different things. We have to get past that, but, it's a whole lot of y'all made a whole lot of decisions with your vagina. It's not a brain. It's meant to feel good. It's not meant to think. All right. And a few other clips, John. I'm gonna try to read some of these during the break and everything. If you have questions or anything like that about anything we've talked about tonight, go ahead and definitely drop them off in the comments. I'm gonna try to get to everything as quickly as I can, whether it's before the show, after the show, anything like that. I try to make sure I follow up with y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. But again, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with the gentleman from Rebels and Stone. All right. It's Miss Charlotte on ATL's Next 100. We'll be right back.
It is your homeboy's favorite homegirl, Miss Charlotte. You will listen to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNXradio.com, every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. That was Patti LaBelle saying, I love, need, and want you. Because, baby, it's very important to be loved, needed, and wanted. There's a reason why it was broken up, because you can't have one without the other. I mean, if you can, but it just doesn't work well. And I'm your host, Miss Shala. And sitting in with me are the gentlemen from Rebels and Stone. By now, you all should already went to the website. Follow them on social media. And I know a few of y'all need some of their products. A few. More than a few. So, gentlemen, does he have you on with me?
And Kevin.
Have you, Mr. Lewis? It's still breaking up just a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. We would get through it. Either way, you want to talk to them? Just go ahead and follow them on social media. You can reach them. And I promise you, if you order some of their products, you can reach them even better. They're, people like talking to you and spending money with them. So go on over there. They do. So before the break, we were talking about divorce and Cardi B and what wifey material was, which I agree with Mr. Lewis, is that it's a matter of what works for you. I think, like, for me, Offset was not husband material. It was too many kids with too many baby mamas. Me being a person that doesn't have any children, so to come into that situation, that would not be necessarily the best for me. Not saying I haven't dated people with children, but I do know that would be a huge factor, especially anything when we start getting to 10 and 400 children. It's too much for me. It's just too much. But again, that worked for them. But I disagree with the simple fact, she was a stripper, she was this and that. Some of y'all mamas were strippers. Y'all just didn't know it. And let's be honest, some of y'all mama and daddy was not married when you were conceived. That part. You know what I mean? They wasn't. And I hate to break the news to you, but your mama and your daddy had sex for you to get here. And they may or may not have been married, and some of y'all might even been at the age of consent, quiet as it's kept. But we not gonna. I'm not gonna do it, because then y'all be ready to get in your feelings and saying I'm offending you because I'm talking about your mama and your daddy. But it is what it is. What do you want me to do? But also on the flip side of that, Keisha Cole, MMA fighter, he hopped in the shade room and he said, Keisha Cole, will you go out with me? He went for it. I'm not mad at it at all. It was a cute little banter in between them, and I'm trying to make sure I get his name right, because y'all, as you all know, it's been a brown liquor night, and I have messed up names, and I didn't mean to, but it's what happened. But he hopped in there. He said, "I'll wait." Keisha Cole said, "Hey, I'm really flattered, but I'm trying to do my music. I can't really, I don't want to wait. I don't want to mess that up. I want to stay focused and everything like that." And he was such a gentleman. He said, "I'm very, very patient." I thought it was the sweetest thing. So, gentlemen, if your ladies are woke, just tell them that we just speaking hypothetically. You all would never do anything to damage your relationship if that's the situation. I don't want to mess up nobody's, anybody's home. And then the MMA fighter was Anthony Taylor. He said, "Keisha Cole, I'm hopping in the shade room. I'm gonna shoot my shot." If there was a celebrity, and I'll start with you, Mr. Lewis. If there was a celebrity that you had the opportunity to shoot your shot, what celebrity would you hop in their DM and shoot your shot? Dead or alive?
Real picky. All right.
Are you still thinking?
I said,
God must not want us to know who that is, because as soon as you get ready to say the name, it blanks out. Aaliyah. You were hopping Aaliyah's DM. That's a good call. Yeah, I could do that. I could see that. Kellen, whose DM would you hop in?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray does not age. Like, Lisa's still fine. Like, I got to go ahead and give it to her. Johnny, wait a minute, my engineer, he want to hop in. Whose DM you trying to hop in, Johnny?
I gotta shoot my shot for Hallie.
You gonna shoot your shot for Hallie?
I'm gonna shoot that shot.
She was a close second.
You gonna come back?
With that angle, look, with a good shot. I'm not gonna miss.
Oh no, you ain't gonna have to, because she gonna send you back. She on her third or fourth.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be easy.
You want the crazy and all?
I want the easy layup. It's gonna be easy layup, but hard.
It's gonna be a layup.
It's gonna be worth it.
Maybe worth it.
Well, she got the line. She got the best line that everybody love. Made me feel good. Just made me feel good. So you might be all right. Yeah, I say, I imagine she has a lot of people slide up in her DM.
Look, or I can go for the 3 and then run away.
So y'all, look, I would have imagined if I was a dude, I would want to shoot my shot at Regina King. Cause Regina fine. Angela Bassett, fine.
You said Angela Baskins.
Carol
Baskins. I was like, why would you?
No, she gonna chop you up and eat you.
Yeah.
She gonna feed you to the tigers.
Why would you shoot your shot? Carol.
Yeah, Carol Baskin. And
goddamn Carol Baskin.
Did you see that non-dancing ass on Dancing with the Stars?
I refuse to watch that show right now.
I seen a clip on social media. I wish I could have. I wanted to take my eyes out and put them in my purse and save them. So no Carol Baskin. Please don't go up in her DM.
So no Beyonce, fellas. No Beyonce, fellas. Can we get the obvious answers?
I'm good on Beyonce.
You could be really? That's the first. That's the first.
I really wanted. The only reason I asked because I know a lot of guys would be like Beyonce. Why not?
Nah.
Yeah, why not Beyonce?
Fine, hold on. Let's not get too it.
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
That's I'm like, yeah, she is fine, but it's just there's a lot of baggage with Beyonce.
You don't really know who she is.
That's the part that I like about her, though. I like that she has been able to establish a level of privacy. You know what she wants you to know. That level of control. But then again, she has the money to have that type of level of control. Like her vacation. I seen the yacht that they took a vacation on. That bad boy is $1.7 million a week. That's the vacation that they took.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, don't worry, though. I'm coming. Mark my words, in 2021, I am taking a yacht vacation. At minimum, it's going to cost at least $250,000. Mark my words. Yes, that's what I am going to do. I want a full staff on that bad boy. I want it full of Crown Royal Peach and Jack Daniels honey. I want a chef to come in because I want to have oxtails on the deck.
Oxtails on the deck, huh?
Yes, in the middle of Santorini, Greece. That's what I want to do.
She's soul food yacht over there, Evo.
And I'm so serious when I say that. Like, I'm like, no, that's what I want. And I don't come over here talking about, oh, we did fricassee the oxtails. No, I want you to make them like they're supposed to be made. You know what I mean? Don't say you're gonna put all this shallots. No, if it ain't, no, I want that. That's what I want to do. And I'm gonna do that in 2021. But if I had to slide up in somebody's DMs, whose DM would I slide up in? Method Man.
Really?
Yes, Method Man gonna forever be fine. Method Man, Dave East.
Okay.
Who else would I? Blair Underwood, because Blair Underwood's always, no matter what, he always gonna play the bad husband character, and I just love him. But he's forever been fine. Lorenz Tate, all of them are married now. And I'm saying hypothetically, don't nobody's wife come calling me because I had nothing to do with it. I'm saying hypothetically, that's what I would do. But if I had, you have to go ahead and clear that up. Is there anybody else that I can think of right now, off the top of my head? I can't. Tony Goldberg, Fritz from Scandal. I would slide him his DM. I would, because at some point we have to improve race relations. So, got to take one for the team. He'll be the one.
There we go.
Yeah, and outside of that would be Paul Walker. I would have to go ahead and, rest in peace, but switch him to the dark side.
I don't know if I got a white chick that I would slide up in that DM though.
Really?
Celebrity-wise.
I'm trying to think.
Nah.
No, I can't think of one.
Nah.
No, I'm trying to think.
Nah.
No. Anywho? I'm trying. No.
If I had to go outside of my, if I had to go outside of my race, I would do Selena though. Selena was a bad woman.
Yeah, Selena was a baddie. She was. She definitely. When I got a chance to actually watch her perform, she was a baddie. What's the young lady who played in All About the Benjamins with Ice Cube? She played Mike Epps' girlfriend.
Eva
Mendez. Yes, I think she's a bad. I would definitely she is a baddie. I wouldn't slide up in J-Lo's though.
I would slide up in old J-Lo, dancing J-Lo, not the new
the color J-Lo.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I will say this: social media has now given a whole lot of people courage that did not necessarily have it before. So, if you do decide to shoot your shot at anyone, celebrity or not, make sure one, you do it respectfully. Two, make sure you're not stepping in. You don't try to break up nobody's home. Don't do that. Make sure they're single, free, and clear. And if you're not sure, you need to ask. I know this because my DM sometimes, and FYI. Go ahead.
Some of these homes are built with some spare rooms to sleep in too, though. So you ain't really disturbing a lot of them. They're already built to have somebody,
right.
a part of that happy home.
You right. Some of them already got the extra homes, the extra rooms, the extra home, the basement, the attic. a lot of them. But I will say this as far as my DMs go. I know a lot of y'all personal trainers out there, sometimes you don't want the big girls, but my DMs determined, that's a lie. That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie.
Any man that's discriminating against a woman based on her size is lying, because women are beautiful no matter the size, shape, whatever you got going on. If it's a connection, it's a connection.
You'd be surprised. Like I said, you would be surprised. I call them closet chubby chasers. I can't stand them. Can't stand closet chubby chasers. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Like, you like what you like. If I'm not complaining about it, why are you complaining about it? And then if you were smart, you'd appeal. You go ahead, get in good, and then be like, hey, babe, we thought you want to go to the gym. If I really like you, really dig you, guess what? We finna go and get this sweat on. And if you real smart, if you real slick, when you got real game, you gonna get your sweat on and get your sweat on.
That part.
Hey. But again, I want to go ahead and get you all social media information. I want to drop that so we can send people your way, because we are at the end of the night. Thank you all so much. I am going to talk to these gentlemen again because I owe them an IG live interview so we can get more, a little bit here, a little bit more. We had a few little sound issues, but we can definitely dig deeper into the brand, what it's about, and everything like that. So be on the lookout for that. So when we go IG live, y'all can chime in, listen in, and all that good stuff. But for right now, tell us how we can find you on social media.
All right. Find us at Rebels, REBE, and ANDONE.
And if you didn't hear, that was Rebels, REBELS, ANDSTONE, Rebels and Stone, at Rebels and Stone.
And that's how you can find them on social media. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, I look forward to speaking with you, and I look forward to see what the next phase of your brand is going to be, where we speak nothing but increase. I pray everything that you all touch, that it increases 110%. You definitely are worthy and deserve every good thing that this world has for you and above has for you. Don't we don't deal with that below because they on some above.
I appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to see what all that is the next phase for you all. And as we come to an end of another wonderful night, I appreciate y'all. You all know I do appreciate every time that you all take some time to spend with me. I'm so appreciative of, because you honestly, you don't have to take time. Time is one of those things that I'm so appreciative of, because we can never get it back. It always baffles me that you can take a heart out, repair it, and put it back in, thump it, and it starts to go back to, it works back. But when it comes to time, you just cannot get that back. And so I will see you all next Wednesday right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. Remember, everything that you're going through right now, it is happening for you. It is not happening to you. It is all working for your good. Until next week, I love you guys. See you later. Miss Shala out.
This is Miss Shala. You are locked in to IBNXradio.com. Don't even change it, because ain't nothing else on the internet anyway.
So I know we gon' be here a while. In the bathroom, flat irons and nail files. Spending hours in salons on your hairstyle. And in the mall, steady racking up the air miles. Hit the gym, step on the scale, stare at the number. You say you dropping 10 pounds, preparing for summer. And you don't do it for the men never notice. You just do it for yourself, you the fucking coldest. Intelligent too, ooh, you my sweetheart. I've always liked my women book and street smart. Long as they got a little class like half days. And the confidence to overlook my past ways. Time heals all, and heels hurt to walk in. But they go with the clutches, you carry your lip gloss in. And look, I really think nobody does it better. I love the way that you put it together.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Well, aren't you a breath of fresh air? From all these superficial gold digger bitches in here, they get a ball and figure they ain't gotta pick a career. Guess they plan on sucking dicks until some millions appear. Like voila, you do it right, he just might buy you a car. Man, she play these suckers just like B.O.B. play the guitar. Now here you are, with your girls having drinks at the bar. I say I'm buying, you decline, that is kinda bizarre. Independent with the demeanor of an R&B singer. Naked ring finger, M3 Beamer, champagne range, triple white jag, closet full of brand new clothes and handbags. Alexander McQueen, Prada, Gucci, Chanel, D&G, BCBG, Versace, Louis, and BB. You ain't needy, greedy, or easy as these other breezes who fuck for bottles of reason, the bowls of baked ziti.
Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Nail done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.